Hey everybody. For today's video, I wanted to keep it simple and show off my probably about last 5 years worth of Minecraft worlds, and I'm only going to show you ones that I actually mainly did stuff with. And what I mean by that is I typically fall in the generic, where most people log in once a year, play for 2 weeks, and then play the next year for 2 weeks, and so forth. Excluding those kind of worlds, I have two here that I've put a decent amount or a lot amount of time into, and I was just going to show you those. We recently did a round with some of my friends, and I wanted to download that to my PlayStation, but it's saying the world size is too big, so I guess I'm going to have to delete these worlds that I'm about to show you, which kind of is a shame because there's a lot of memories there, but I put a lot more time into the realm. So I'm going to show you the two worlds. I guess I'm going to delete them and then hopefully download the realm so that I can show you guys that. So we're just going to start off. This one is the least amount of time I've put into it. I mean, it's still overall a good, I put a decent amount of time into it, but this is the weakest of them. So this is one of my first attempts at a map, sort of a map build. I've mentioned it before, but there was a realm I did with my friends, and I think he still has it. I spent a lot of time making this gigantic map, and I think my buddy still has it, but one day he just stopped paying for it, and I've never seen that world since then. So I made this realm right afterwards, a couple of years ago, and it was supposed to be me trying to replicate that, but like I said, the sheer amount of time I put into that realm on making those maps, I just couldn't replicate it. Off of memory, I think it was like a 50 by 50, and I had explored like 50,000 blocks in every direction from our spawn point. It was insane. So I made a base here, which I'm going to show you now. It is underwater. And I guess for some of those people that are, actually I don't know why that block's missing. I should be able to get up here, yeah. I don't know, ideas for some people if you're into that. Like I said, this world, I was planning on making like another 50 by 50, but I think I ended up spending more time on this. So this whole thing here was just plain water. You can see the design. I didn't even use sponges on this, I just used sand. I hollowed all this out. And by the way, if you've ever used PlayStation VR, this house looks actually really cool in VR, but also quick shout out, this right here was my first house. I guess I can go down. That's I'm just gonna back it up. That was my first little house while I was making this one here. So, go down, show it to you guys. Like I said, some of this is mainly for me, because this will be the last time I see this world. And at the same time, some of this is just, if you guys want video or build ideas, or just want to hear me talk about Minecraft. So this is the first layer. All of this is underwater. I thought for a moment to bring bring the glass down a layer and then have water over top. But again, I'm playing on survival, so to break all that glass and flood it, break all that glass to make more glass, to lower it a level, and then, put the water over top. That was just a lot of work, and it just wasn't worth it to me. But yeah, that's my farm up there, and just we're underwater. I put a lot of time into this, so just doing survival, so I sort of got to the point where I didn't really want to redo anything or redo it, so I made this, and then I kind of realized, in my opinion, this side and this side, for making an underwater base, I should have done it in an ocean or something. And this side's kind of cool. You're underwater, you kind of can really tell. But I don't know. I did not pick a good spot for it. You and I are going to remember some things here. Clearly, that was just a miscellaneous chest. Got a little cobblestone chest. I haven't touched this world in I want to say since 2019, so it's been 3 years. That was my valuables, some food, wood, nothing, and nothing. So, I wonder if there's there's still stuff in the furnace. I think my original idea was, to have chests all across the bottom here, and just sort of go from there. I also don't think monsters spawn on glass, if I remember correctly. So, I want to say, even if it becomes nighttime, which it's about to do, they could theoretically walk down here. And even this, I tried to do it where underneath of me was cleared out. It's it was truly underwater, but the amount of work going into something like that, I spent way too much time on what you're looking at here. I could be totally wrong. I don't remember if either sponges were out yet, or so early 2019. They either weren't out, or I just didn't really utilize them. But I filled all of this in with sand, put the glass up, drained it. It was a nightmare. So I spent way too much time on just building the stairs down here, building this base, and ultimately what the world was designed for was for me to make maps, explore, and you're looking at well over half of my time in this world. So here's that. Here's the underwater base part. Now we're gonna go down, and I'm a very simple guy. I like square. The square was easy, just dig it out. Here is just empty space. Here was my attempt, and like I said, I had a good 50 by 50, so this whole wall would have been my map on my old realm. I just put so many, probably well over 100 hours into it, and like I said, my friend just stopped paying one day. I think he does still have that realm, and maybe I can get him to download it, but he might be running into the issue I am with mine. So my current realm that I can hopefully download if I delete everything. It's not quite a 50 by 50, but I think it's a 20 by 20. I put a good amount of time into it. To sort of get things closer to my old realm, but like I said, and there's kind of what it looks like at night. I started this, and then I sort of realized I'm not gonna be able to compete. And again, the realm was with me, my brother, and one of our mutual friends, and I don't know. It was just being on with it. It's different. I mean, basically what I would do is like, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like this right here is 10 on the bottom. So what I would do is I'd say, hey, this right here is spawn. I'm going to go 10 blocks to the right, or 10 maps to the right, excuse me. And basically, that right there, 10 maps would take me, I don't know, good 2-3 hours. So what I would do is I'd start up at the top. I would go all the way over, get the top good, and then on the way back I would do, it's kind of hard to do with the joystick, but I would do like a zigzag pattern throughout all the maps on back, and that would take a good, even for 10 maps, it would take a good 2-3 hours of doing nothing but focusing on the maps, going. I mean, the only places I really stopped at were villages for food. Maybe they had the armorers, so they'd have like some iron armor to replenish, some emeralds or diamonds or something. Because typically when you're exploring, I mean, there'd be you could fall off a cliff or something like that and hurt yourself, or monsters or whatever. So this was as far as I got on that. Try to get like I said, I kind of just be playing with your friends, even if they're doing something totally different, and I'm just out making maps. We're still chatting, we're still, making jokes, having a good time. So I think that's the reason I could get 50 by 50 going. And on this world, I was solo, so I barely got, this is what, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I just gave up. And then down below, this is also before they had the really big the Caves and Cliffs update, because this was 2019, so this was bedrock. As you can see, it's not very deep. It's just my sugar cane, because I needed to make maps. So, I'm gonna head up top real quick. This is it. Sort of underwater at nighttime. Like I said, I really like the idea, and I don't know. I wish there was more done to it, or something different. I don't know. I'm just gonna play around for a minute. Just gonna take out these corner posts. Just kind of. But that's kind of cool. Maybe if I don't know. In a future build, maybe do just this square. So, like I said, I played this world for quite some time. And there's sort of the house from up above at nighttime, like I said. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was about to go to the Nether or something. I had a bunch of pickaxes, was I? I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was going for materials or something, but here's the house. Like I said, this one I didn't really put a whole lot of time into, just because it was meant to be for my maps, and then I sort of realized that's kind of pointless. So, that's all for this world, and I am going to, because I'm screen mirroring from the PlayStation, I'm just going to cut this world and go to my next one. So I will see you guys in a minute. Hey everybody. So this is going to be my second world. I should probably sleep real quick while I'm here, but this is the second world. Now this one's actually older. I don't know off the top of my head, but whenever I don't even know what it was called. There was the update that added all the boats, all the ships, the shipwrecks, whatever that update was. God, that must have been 2018, I want to say. So I called this one, this one's my trophy world, and basically you used to be able to disable autosave. So I'll give you a little. Used to be able to disable autosave, so I could go like fight the Wither, and then it didn't. If I died, I could just. There's no autosave, so I could just load my last save. I don't think they have that anymore, but this world's been through a lot. I played this a lot during 2018, and you'll see in a minute. I got a lot of memories on this one, and I guess the problem is my realm that I want to download is like, I think it's almost 3 gigs, so I think that's going to take up all the space. So there's a little mine shaft over there. The village has seen better days due to raids. We're going to go over. This was my massive wheat farm. I don't even know what this is. I think this was, it's just like a tut cave or something. I'm gonna hold off. This is my house, and it's been through a lot of transformations. This world I mainly played in 2018, and then I came back and did a little bit of stuff over there. I wanted this to be like my big realm, or my big world that I like, because I put a lot of hours into it already to begin with, and then I wanted it just to mainly be like this was my world that I go to. I put all the hours into, and so like I said, I mainly played like summer and winter of 2018, maybe even a little 2017. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but basically, I put a lot of time and effort into this world, and like I said, I came back to it like I want to say even after the map world that I just showed you guys. Sorry about that. I wanted to turn something off real quick. I think I was even leveling this. This was, as you can see even here, this was village, so I think I was gonna like demolish the village, but I think even after the map world, I came back to this one. But at that point, there's so many memories and stuff. I just didn't want to do anything to it. I just have a lot of great memories, the raids in the village. My house was, I think, it was a normal, just village house that I stole, and then obviously it's become a lot more than that, so take a peek in here. This was just the base floor, a little mini sugarcane farm. I was gonna, I think, take this all the way up to sky limit, but like I said, I just didn't. I started to play around with this world again, and then I'm like, I'd rather leave it be. So here we have my downstairs. I'm going to, there used to be a wall here. I guess we'll just work our way around. Down there is a mine shaft, not a mine shaft, but I've made it for just mining. And I think, I'll just go down it for a minute. Just, like I said, some of this is just a video reminder for me, because I'm going to delete these worlds, unfortunately. And then some of it can just be for you guys. Yeah, I think this was just for supplies. And I think that goes to another little, mini shack. Um, Fortunately, this was another world that was made before the whole Caves and Cliffs update, so the bottom of it, I'll show it to you, but the bottom of it really messed up. I think they got rid of having a 4x4 endless source of, but there's my water, there's that. I guess I could just go into the end, or the nether, excuse me. I'm trying to remember. I fought the Wither here, I did a bunch of stuff. A lot of great memories on this world. Oh yeah, I had a little walkway that took you to the fortress. Decent loot. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was... Yeah, so that's what I did. That's what I did. I came back... Yeah, I don't need to go back there, but just sort of... I mean, it's a pretty good spawn for a fortress right near my house. But again, this was before Caves and Cliffs, and this was before the Nether update. So the only thing in the Nether was the fortress. Over here, because of the trophies, I made a little conduit. When I get down to this map room, I'll show you what I mean. I'll finish my earlier thought. Little smithing table, or crafting table, enchantment table, excuse me. This was some valuables. Just got some miscellaneous. Looks like some combo chest. Some materials, some wood. Some kind of enchantments. Do we have Dragon's Breath? Got all kinds of potions on this one. Some food stuff, and then some armor. And an enchanted trident. So there's that. Like I said, it was a nice little hub area, and then I could just sort of go out in whatever direction I needed. Over here was and in my realm that I'll show you, like even this I've completed, but this was supposed to be all the beds of every color and all the wool. I think I needed all the wool for a trophy, if I remember correctly. Over here connects. This is the base map, and I'll just pick it up for. If you look at that, and then if you look at like the maps I just showed you, or even newer maps, you'll see that it's an much older design on the map. The texture is very different. You can see a circle around where I'm at because I picked up the map. It's got the newer graphics, but everything around it is older graphics. This was back when a large world was a 5x5, so I had the map. This was over here was a room, and I had it just the full entire 5x5 world was on a map. Enchanted apple. I'm destroying the world, I might as well just eat it. Here's I guess this is my best armor. It's a shame I gotta delete this world just to get my new. Yeah, I guess this was my best armor. There was no netherite yet. Shulker. Take a trip down here. Again, this was after 2018. Like I said, I was trying to make this like a big, huge, cool world, and it never happened. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I like playing Minecraft solo, but I feel like it's just so much better with friends. So this is the only way, little torches, this is the only way into the glass structure that I showed earlier. this was supposed to be like a second house kind of thing. So down there's my house. There's the mountain. I think there was, yeah, I think there was a, what do you call them, outposts, or pillager outpost there, but I destroyed it. I don't know what I was, I think I was trying to have this whole mountain, like, several layers, but, yeah, I think I was, like, expanding out and just sort of gave up on this idea, but it's a cool little overlook of the village. I didn't really do much with it. Like I said, I started this world for trophies, and by the time I got done, like all the trophies there were at the time to get, I was done with Minecraft, I played it for like a couple months to get all the trophies, and I just didn't want to dump a crazy amount of time into the world itself, so, just sort of where I'm at. Man, it's bittersweet saying goodbye to this world. Oh my gosh, I put so much time into it, and so here, like I said, this wall was my map room, but they unfortunately added the whole, the caves and cliffs, so the bottom of the world got expanded. This all was, at one point in time, before that, I just had like layers to it. I didn't do anything with it, but there was like levels. So I was going to, but then I gave up on it. So this was all layers. And then I made this. And now, this right here is the original 5x5 map. What you will notice is that there's water surrounding the entire border, and that's because that's just what the world was. This was a large map. You can also tell because it was a water map, or because the shipwreck update just came out that they added the shipwrecks. There's a lot of water on this map. So that was the entire world. See the world border. Like I said, it was all water. Down here, you'll notice that like I said, this was after my map world. I came back to this world. Like I said, I just wanted this to sort of be my end-all, be-all of Minecraft. So I was trying to do maps on this, and what you will notice is this map here is updated to the new texture a little bit. And then it actually does connect. The problem is there was nothing on this border here, on any of the borders. And then when they added I think it was an Infinite World update or something, they added stuff. So, as you can see here, this border is, I guess I can just pick it up. That border is really messed up because that right side, because there was water, there was nothing there, and then they added an infinite world to my large world that had a limit. So you can see that border is really messed up. I'm crouched. That's fine. It does connect there, and that is the technical, how it's supposed to be, and then this is the new map textures. So, I don't know if looking at the map, like the old textures brings you back. Like I said, there's like a little circle right there, where I picked up the current map that I'm standing in. But the rest of it is an old map. The old textures. That must be I think that's a woodland mansion. But yeah, that's, let me clear these out just real quick. Just for laughs. Yeah, that's sort of, man, great memories exploring this map. There are so many shipwrecks. I think there must have been well over 100, even in this little 5x5. So I'm gonna go topside. Can't believe I'm gonna say goodbye to this world. I didn't realize the apple disappeared. I think, yeah, I have a compass and some leather. I think I was gonna go for more. So, what's in here? Nothing. It's bittersweet saying goodbye to this world. And it's bedtime. So, I'm hoping, I guess they're saying that the PlayStation 5 only has so much data, so my realm is going to take up pretty much all of it. I mean, it's bittersweet saying goodbye to this world, watching the sun rise for one last time, but I think it had a great run, and like I said, I didn't want to ever come back and like mess it up or do things to it, so I don't know. Bittersweet. Just taking one last look at it. I guess I'll end this one there, and if the video ends here, I was not able to, even if I deleted my 2 worlds, the realm was too big and I was not able to access it. And if the video does not end here, then I deleted the 2 worlds and I was able to download my realm. So if this is the end, I thank you guys for taking this little journey with me down memory lane, and just looking at some Minecraft worlds. And if not, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I finally did figure it out. Just know that I give a lot for you guys. So I deleted my old save worlds that I've just showed you. I went to download my realm onto my PlayStation, and it was 2.8 gigabytes. So that's why I had to delete the my old worlds. According to that little progress bar at the bottom, I should have way more than 2.8 gigs, but I started downloading it. It got to 653 megabytes, and that would crash the app. I looked it up, tried everything, and pretty much people said you can't download it. The only thing you can do is make it a realm again, put it on your PC, and then you can download it from there. So I said, well, okay. Just deleted all my worlds for nothing. It's kind of sad, but whatever. I paid my $4, because I just have it for me and 2 friends. I paid my $4 to just make it a realm again, just so I could show you guys the realm real quick, and probably never touch it again. But so I paid the money, and it said, I might put the message up on the screen. I think if I took a picture of it, but it said something along the lines of, we received your money, but we cannot make the realm right now. And I checked in about every day for about a week, and no change. So I looked that up, and pretty much they just said, Mojang just took $4 from you. There's nothing they can do about it. So I paid another $4, and here we finally are. So after $8, deleting all my old save worlds, and a lot of headache, I present to you my realm. Like I said, I'll have to see if I can possibly find my friend's realm, the original one where I had the massive map, but we'll let some of this load in here. This is the realm me, my friend, and my brother have been playing on for the last we started it in July of this year, 2022, and we stopped playing it around like October. Um, July, August, September, October. It's like 4 months we played. Pretty much every day. See the sun setting. Just gonna sleep real quick before we continue. We played this pretty much every day. One of the problems we have is when we play Minecraft, when we get that urge to play, typically, once we beat the Ender Dragon, we lose, like, all motivation to continue. So this time around, what we did was, as you can see, we put a lot of time into building up our houses, and I'll show you all of it in a little bit. But we put a lot of time into building the houses up, and then one day, our friend, we log on, he's like, oh yeah, I got all the Ender Eyes and Blaze Rods, and I found the Stronghold. So he just sort of bum rushed, and sure enough, we beat the Ender Dragon. He died in the end, I think twice, and he has yet to play it since. So I wish that didn't happen. I wish we never found the Stronghold, but I enjoyed logging in every day and just playing with everybody. But you know, here we are. So this is just sort of a communal area between the houses. This is all my stuff, and then I'll show you my brother and his friend. So starting off, just a little walkways. Over there, we just sort of lit it up. That's outside of our house. Just lit it up just so monsters didn't spawn. This is, and like I said, I really need to make sure my friend still has that old world, but this is my recreation of my original maps that I made in the first realm that I ever did. And yes, this is survival. I don't know if you can hear me double tapping X, and I'm not going creative. This is survival. What you're looking at is probably 200 or 300 hours worth of mapping. So I'll get a little closer, kind of pan across for you. I have a lot of fun. What I like to do, and what I find it's very fun for me, is, let me see. So these three arrows here indicate the center of the map. So I think this is us. So, no, that wasn't us, was it? Oh, here we are. That's the center of the map, but we're off a little bit, so you can see us. I didn't make this one have a compass, so, but you could see us. If I can turn, I can't turn fast enough, but we're a little right. You could see us. We're a little right of that arrow. Yeah, that's one. This is a 3x3 map, so you can do the math. I think here's center. I want to think 24,000 in each direction. I want to say this is like 50 across. But just, again, to put that in perspective, this is a mere fraction of the map I did have in the old world. But I'm very proud of this map, and like I said, I mean, I think you can, yeah, right there, where my mouse is at, is that's a woodland mansion. But it's really cool, I think, once you map it out. So that's an entire ice biome with snow. And you can just sort of see how they just sort of sit. It's like a really big mushroom island. Just how everything sort of sits together. And maybe Modern Warfare 2 is out right now, so that's what we're playing. But maybe I'll come back and keep adding to the maps if you guys want to see, have me add to this. I mean, like, look at that. That right there is really cool. You could see, like, the individual streams going through the oceans, and it's really cool. I should complete that. I can delete the floor and go down another and do another row. But typically and I find a lot of fun, is, so like here's the center point, and there's my, like I said, that maps my house. So I would just go down, in this case I'd go down 5 for the next row, and I would go over, so here's center, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's what I would do, is I would go down, in this case 5, and then go over 23. I'd start at the, like if this was the map I was working on, which would be very easy because it's water, I'd start up at the top, and I would go all the way across till I go way out here. And the walk out here would be honestly like an hour, if not more. And then I would, once I reach this corner, I go down, and then and then at that point I zigzag my way all the way back. Now in this case here, I wasn't doing anything over the summer, so that's why I could dedicate time to this. The 23 in that direction, and then I got 23 in this direction. But once I set out to do 123 and back, that would take pretty much an entire real day. I mean, obviously stopping for, little things. I'm not like a degenerate Minecraft player or anything, but when I set out to do that, continuous playtime, one row here would be about 5-6 hours. So for me, once I made that thing, hey, I'm going to go make another layer to the map, that would be about 6 hours. And then I'd have to come back, place the maps, and then I'd do another 6 hours. So it would be about 12 hours of just constant playing to get a row. And then obviously we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is really late right now. I don't feel like mathing. Let's just say 8 times 12 hours, 96 hours. And that's on a good day. The problem I've encountered before is they just added, so these snow biomes, you can sink in the snow. And one of the problems I've had is I've died there, or I'll be running and I've fallen off a cliff. So I have to press, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'd have to press the, the record button, record my last gameplay to see my coordinates, and then I'd have to run, honestly, a good 30 minutes back to where I died. So I enjoy it because, like I said, what I like to do is I have an iPad. I like to put on some longer YouTube videos that I don't really have to watch. I can just listen to, whether that be someone talking about, I listen to all kinds of things, or even if I wanted to, if I found something new. One of the things that comes to mind was Savage Garage. So I got into watching car YouTuber content. They'd go on these rallies, and not to bore you or anything, but they'd go on rallies with very nice cars and have a lot of fun together. And I've seen it before over the years, but I never really got into it until now. So I pretty much would binge watch 4 or 5 years worth of content doing these maps. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Just like I said, you grab a nice cold soda or something, you put on some YouTube videos, and you go with all your maps, and this is what happens. So I find that to be a lot of fun. I did at this point get bored, because like I said, I had well over 100 hours into it. And again, that's very good numbers. The whole 12 by 12, that's very good numbers for how things go. But yeah, so there's one last pan of my mega map, and this is survival, so like I said, I have way too much time into that. Going on with the house, originally, so I'll kind of come out to the front here. Originally, this was just my house. That, obviously, I haven't destroyed it. I just left it as a sort of a monument. That none of that or any of that was there. Like I said, we were mainly working on just building stuff. So even their houses over there didn't look nearly like they did. So over time, like I got rid of the outside pressure plates because mobs would like to spawn and come in. But over time, I had my garden underneath of here, but I needed something to do, so I destroyed it and moved it over there. Like, it's little things that my maps, they were up here. Obviously, they got too big for that. So I moved them downstairs. There was a layer that these stairs, I'll show you. There was a layer for the stairs that had my vegetables up top, and then a layer underneath of that that had like my maps and supplies. I wanted what you're looking at now, of just a big empty hole. Looks cool, I guess. So I moved all my supplies over there and my vegetables over there. Just mainly as sort of something to do. Here's the house. Like I said, in this realm, I did all the colors for the beds. I did the carpet for all the colors. And then I had to have a block of each of the wool colors. My brother placed a stalactite in my house, so I just left it. The house isn't really used much for anything anymore. Had a nice overlook of the ocean. I was thinking about it since I just destroyed that one world that had, I was thinking about maybe making it take it really far out there and have an underwater house. I don't know, maybe. If you guys want to see more, maybe I will play this as a sort of a keep adding to it. Like I said, I haven't played it in a good month. I think it was like beginning of October, so really like 2 months. But armor, I never did finish, but I was trying to get like full sets of enchanted each armor set. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know. Go to sleep real quick just to make it daytime for you. This is the house. This right here it's nothing really. It's just a passageway that connects. Well, I'll just show you really quickly. You hop in the minecart, and it will take you all the way to their side of the houses. In the event that, I don't know why, I think it was just to make it quicker, or if something was going on, we could just travel to and from each other's houses underground. This right here, which I'm not going to show you, is a very long, like I said, my house coordinates are about -400, -600 ish. So that takes you back to around 0, for the spawn. So in the event you die and you don't have a bed, you could take this long passageway that pretty much depletes all your hunger back to the house. Start over here. Just nothing special, just food. Just farm wheat and carrots are my favorite. And then I had sugarcane going to make more maps. Here I have one of every color of wool. They are I just made little auto farms. I'm not like a redstone engineer or anything by any means. I had to look this up, and this is about the extent of my magic on things, but just put some shears in here, and it auto shears them as soon as they grow. There's the first row colors. I just did a pumpkin and watermelon farm, nothing special. And then here's the other row of colors. I think white has by far the most. He was in here first. So originally, like I said, we were playing for so long. This was the only thing I had, so I expanded my fence outward. This was the first thing I had. This is a automatic chicken farm. Even to someone like me who doesn't really understand all the redstone and stuff like that, makes a good amount of chicken and feathers. I don't really use feathers, but the chicken's nice. And then I made this one. He was the first, as you can tell by the colors of wool around me. But he was the first. And, I don't know, I think I was going to do like a chicken, sheep, something else. And then I just decided to go with one of every color of wool. It helped upstairs there with what I was doing, having like one of every wool color. In here, nothing fancy. Got some furnaces. They all overlook. I have a wall around my house, but overlooks the ocean. Those are unused. We just have some end stuff. This is like dye and carpet stuff. We got nether rack. My map chest. I like to use glowing ink sacks. I feel like it does make a huge difference. Some tools. I think I had. Yeah, have them all organized. Glass, stone, horse stuff, horse armor and whatnot. Sand, cobblestone, dirt, wood, food. I think I got the food all organized. Seeds. I think I've eaten all the food actually. Just some ore, some valuable stuff, a random chest I don't feel like organizing, and then got some diamonds. I feel like that should be some totems, some shulker boxes. So, and then this was a cool little idea I had. This was original. Took way too long and required way too many, I guess I could have put another, I think I ran out of torches, but just did little pillars, put torches underneath of them, and then a glass on top. So, explored the end, and I got 2 dragon heads. We never did get the dragon egg either. And then over here, like I said, the fence, I originally just had the fence kind of coming out and connecting here. Here's just 2 of the horses I got. And then obviously I expanded out for my food. So that's pretty much the extent of my house. I'll take you on a little tour here real quick. Like I said, there was layers to this, and this right here even took probably more hours than I'm comfortable admitting. I have a lot of wandering travelers, what are they, wandering salesmen, underneath here. The problem I had when I was mining this out, there's a lot of water over there because of the ocean, and I think there was a big cave running through this. Yeah, so there's a big water cave underneath here, so I had to fill it in while I was trying to destroy everything. It was a mess. I gave up. This is as deep as like cobblestone went, so I dug this out. I thought it was cool enough, and then I gave up because down here is all this, the new, I already forget what you call this, but I started to, and so I mined out this is the same dimensions as above. This took way too long, even with a iron pickaxe, just to do it, even what you're looking at. So looking at what I had, still left to do it. It wasn't worth it for me. This right here, like I said, I did it in layers because I had, again, I mined it all with a pickaxe. I didn't even use dynamite or anything. Like I had, like this right here, probably like this much was all out was a carrot farm, or just my farm in general. Then like down here was a second layer that had like my maps on the wall over here, and But so I was doing it in layers, and then I was gonna have like another layer down here for something else. But then I just thought that mainly needed something to do to keep playing, but I thought this worked. So I have a big hole. I think it looks cool, I guess. Alright, so I was carrying a carrot, wasn't I? Start connecting the houses. And the main reason this was a lot of like hills and stuff. I flattened it all. What is this here? I think he was. I don't think he finished making the light post. I flattened this all. I thought this was a good potential for a house. They disagreed and decided to make it on the side of a hill. So he was trying to make a bone. I think he was trying to make a skeleton there. Got a little outside fire pit. Got a little dock. You take that out. And if you look back on the map, that connects to a lot of stuff, honestly. Down here, you just have a little fishing hut. Got a little fishing rod there for you. This was never really used much. I guess that's sort of like a traveling bed. Nothing fancy. That was sort of just a hill, and he just made something out of it. Up here, it's my friend. He put a lot of time into this, so I'll start off in the corner here. Got another little fire pit. You can just sort of sit and hang out. Got a little, got a panda, some netherrack. Over here we have some sugar cane. We have plenty of cows, plenty of sheep. Not pigs out of the fence, but pigs. Wheat. Probably should have just gone around, honestly. And here was the enchanting room, and I have my volume muted, that way it's not too loud or anything, but this makes a nice little, I don't know, not tingling's not the word, but it makes a little clicking sound kind of thing. Up here is a brewing stand, and just kind of like a little Overwatch. Nothing fancy, but it looked cool for the the whole theme of enchantments and whatnot. This down here takes you to that little underground connection tunnel, and our nether portal is under there as well. That way it was just mid between the houses. Over here is his pumpkin and watermelon. He's got plenty of horses. He just sort of made this in the side of a cliff. I'll give him credit because he made this one first, and I just stole it from him, the idea. So there's a staircase that takes you up top, and then some vines. That's his original house. This right here was made after the fact. So this right here is all his chests. His house bleeds into a mine shaft a little bit. It's just sort of a little something he did. That's just, I think, the mines, if I remember correctly. So, I'll take the stairs up. I feel like it's less dangerous. So, little house of his. Got some stairs. This here, what you're looking at, was known by my brother as the Dirt Project. Don't ask me what that means, but he was expanding out the top here. So this is the top. Finish off with my friend's creation here. Actually, hold off for a second. Hi, how are you? And as you can tell, I'm putting a lot more time and effort into this video, or this part of the video, because I have a lot of great memories on this one. Here, I'll just show you around back. There's nothing. He was making some stables. Nothing really, because I'll show you inside the house. He's got this is his bedroom. Why the heck does that look like that? I guess it just didn't load in. He's got some dogs. His chests. Nothing fancy. Downstairs, this takes you to one of his watchtowers. They don't really do much. I don't know what this is. That's clearly what is it, a snow golem? I didn't know when they did that. Here's his... Oh, he closed it off. There was a connection to his underground here. There's his little farm. I don't know, give you guys some ideas or whatever if you care. He had it connect, but I guess he's undone it. Typically, like I said, my house is negative 400, negative 600 about. So even when you're like let's say I'm over here, quick. Even when I'm over here, like trying to come up because spawn's like a little bit over there. Even when I come up like the side here, I'm essentially 300 blocks from home. So he made a little... It used to connect underground to his house, but I guess he made it separate. He made a little guest house. It's got a little aquarium, traveling bed, that sort of thing. I guess I can sort of show you guys a little bit. Like I said, he likes making these weird towers. They don't really do much. You can kind of overlook, but once I show you I feel like you overlook pretty good. You got some sand over there, some jungle here. Like I said, there's my house, a lot of ocean, and that's just regular woods. So... And then, like I said, this was his house. That's my brother's house. This was my friend's house, and that's mine down there. And then just sort of we made it from there. This was, before he kind of expanded it, this was the top of a mountain with plenty of trees, and he just sort of picked this tree here to be his house. So that's the vines that take you back down. This was his first floor. Pretty sure it's pretty much untouched. This was the second floor. Got a little chicken there. And that's what I'll save this without dying. Kind of risky, I guess. I'll save this part for the end. Take one last look at everything. Like I said, there's my house. There's his sort of, what you can see, his little his front yard. Connects on the mountain, but they were building up the mountain. There's my brother's house and his sort of things. He never did make anything with the stables, but... Actually, this might be too high to see anything. And again, he was bored one day, so I think our friend made this just to probably go to sky limit. Oh yeah, you can barely see anything. $300 high. So, I hope you enjoyed my Minecraft worlds. Like I said, this is the last, probably good. Yeah, because I deleted the other. So this is a good 4 years worth of Minecraft worlds that I've had. I wanted to document them a little bit for you guys so you could see sort of some things you might like to make yourself. But also to document it for me because I've been playing Minecraft since I was young. I started on the iPad, the Pocket Edition. For all you old heads out there, when there was no Nether, there was only a Nether core. I used to love the Nether cores. Just you make a little section of nether in your overworld, because there was no nether. And I remember the Pocket Edition, like, it was very easy to, like, I'd make a house, and the whole world, like, all the water in the world would be in my house, or all the mushrooms in the world would be, like, I'd love to do little things like that. I played a lot growing up. My high school years, in high school we all played together, but none of those worlds got saved. I used to make, like, giant pyramids. That was I had one world where I had, like, a small pyramid inside a big pyramid inside a massive pyramid, and just none of those worlds ever got recorded or saved, so I just wanted a little preservation for you. And on a little side note, let me see if I can successfully clutch this, yeah. As I talk, I'll fall down, but like I said, just sort of little ideas for you, and I hope you enjoy. If you want to see any other Minecraft content, let me know in the comment below. It's $4, as long as there's no more hiccups. I might just keep this world going, and like I said, I've always wanted to have one big world. The problem with so we haven't played this in about 2 months now, and because I think it was like the beginning of October, so we're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, and once that cycle sort of ends and we get bored with that, even if we do want to come back to this game, they're the type of people that they want to leave this world sort of as a memory in the past, and I don't blame them, but that's what happened to the old realm. I put a lot of time into those maps and everything, and we never revisited it. So I just sort of feel, I don't know, I'd like to have one big world with all my stuff. One of my other friends, this is me, my brother, and a friend, so this is only 3 of us, but like one of my friends showed me a realm where there was a good, like 20 people putting in, many hours worth, and what I'm showing you from like the farthest side of my brother's house to, let me see here, to like the far side of mine is like 400. We're going from like negative 300 to negative like 700-ish, about, and they must have had 2,000 by 2,000 of like massive, just like they recreated Hogwarts, and they huge mansions and whatnot. It went underground. It was crazy. So I'd love to have something like that, but at the same time, I guess this is sort of like, summer and fall of 2022. And I don't know. If you want to see more, I could still play it. Like I said, I don't know. I could maybe I could take that right there, that underground part, build it out, blow a hole in that wall, and then do a little underwater house. That would be a cool little underwater house. Ooh, maybe I'll do that, because out there would be kind of cool for a water house. I don't know, I'm getting ideas. But yeah, if you want to see more Minecraft content, let me know. If you just enjoy me whispering about nonsense, let me know that too. I do enjoy a good whisper, or a soft-spoken or whatever. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the effort I put into simply showing you what my realm looked like. But like I said, I hope you all enjoy, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.